In previous session, we discussed about get element by tag name, get element by class name. Now in this session, I just want to discuss about query selector and query selector all. So how we can find DOM elements by using query selector all. So for this, I just prepared a document, guys. Just check this document. This document contain two paragraph elements, three div elements, some section elements, or you can take anchor tags or any other different things also we can take. So what is a selector? First of all, we have a method called query selector. SELECTOR selector is a method. And we have another method called query selector all also. And we need to know first of all what is the difference between these two, right? What query selector will do, what query selector all will do. That's we will see in a minute. But before going to this, what is a selector? In CSS, we have a lot of selectors are there. Why we use selectors? ID selector, class selector, attribute selector, pseudo classes. Lot of selectors are there in CSS. So why we need a selector? By using a selector, we can find an element. We can find an element. For example, I want to find all the elements which contain a class called div, which contain a class called block, which contain a class called some sample, whatever it may be, right? So we use selectors for that purpose in CSS. The same, guys, in this what we have to pass, query selector, you have to pass the CSS selector here. For example, I am writing something called sample.p. What is the meaning of sample.p? I want to get all the paragraph tags which contain a class called sample. That is the meaning of it, right? This query selector directly we can pass here. For example, I am passing only P. Here P is a selector also, right? What does the P means here? I want to find all the paragraph tags. So see, we have CSS selectors, name selector, element. I mean, based on the element we can design, based on the ID we can design, based on the class also we can design. For example, now I am taking this as a sample. What is the meaning of it? I want to get all the elements which contain a sample class. That is the meaning of the selectors. As it is, we can pass here, guys. Based on the selectors we can find, based on the class name, based on the ID, based on the tag name. So this is what we will see, right? So what is a selector? First of all, by using a selector, we can find an element to design. That is what CSS we say. Now we are in JavaScript. In JavaScript, by using a query selector, we can find an element. But in this query selector method, what you have to pass? You have to pass simply the CSS selectors. We already know, we already learned the CSS. So what are the selectors in the CSS? We can get it. For example, I'm taking something called div space P. What is the meaning of it here? I want to get all the paragraph elements which is under div element, right? Which is under development. For example, I want to get something, guys. Here we have an input attribute. So we can take something input type equal to, I'm taking something called text. What is the meaning of it? I want to get an input element which contain an attribute called type with value text. I don't want password. Type password I don't want. Type submit I don't want. Type radio I don't want. Type checkbox I don't want. If the text box type is if the input type is text, then I want to get that element only. I don't want to get the remaining elements. This is how we can filter the CSS elements, right? The same manner. And let us go and with document.querySelector, document.querySelector all. What is the difference between these two? Now we will see, right? So first of all, we got an idea what exactly the query selector is. Okay, guys, let us do with a small example. Now I am going with let us go with a variable where x equal to document dot query selector. First I'm going with this method and we will see the differences between this and query selector. In this I'm passing paragraph tag. Let us see the paragraph tag I passed here, and I am going to print console.log x. I'm just printing x. So what I'm doing here, I'm finding an element. What is the element I am finding? Paragraph element in this document, right? There are two paragraph tags in this document, right? So let me check it and let me go and refresh the page here and let me see what is my output here. Let us execute the file. Here I'm executing it, and we have paragraph 1, block 1, block 2, section 1, section 2, 3, and I just printed in the console.log. Check it. So what is my output here? Can you see I'm getting only one paragraph tag? Why are you getting only one paragraph tag? There are two paragraph tags, no? So you are getting only one paragraph tag. What is the reason? Why are you getting only one paragraph tag? See here. Not only this, I just want to go with the div. I want to find an element called div. Let us go and check it, and I'm refreshing. How many div elements? Oh, I'm getting first div only, right? You can go with section here. I'm going with section. So let us go with section. Refresh it. You are getting only one section. That is also section 1 you are getting. You are getting block 1 you are getting. You are getting paragraph 1 only. You are not getting all the things. Remember carefully. Query selector is always find only one element. It is not for multiple elements, guys. What is the first element? Right, in this we have 10 section tags maybe, but in that it will find the first element only. It is for only for to find one element with the something, guys. For example, I am writing here block. I am writing, do you see dot block? There are how many elements are there with the class dot block? There are 6 elements are there, right? I mean 6 elements, 3 divs and 3 section tags are there, which are all contain class called dot block. Now can you see here what is happening? Now I'm getting block 1 only. I'm not getting section because it is finding only one. It is not finding all, right? So what is a query selector? Query selector is just for find one element based on the selector. Now wait for a minute. I just want to go with the query selector all. Let us see the difference between these two first thing. And here, where take a variable elements equal to document dot query selector all is a method. In this all method I'm passing div, guys. Just you can check it. If I pass div, then what is going to earlier we got only one by using query selector method. Now I am using query selector all. I want to get all the div elements, right? Now you can refresh it. If you can refresh, oh, we didn't console it now. Let us make console.log. So let us check it. Are you getting all the elements or not? Guys, do you understand why I am writing console.log every time? Why I'm not writing document.write? Let us see. We are getting node list. See the node, the word next we will use the concept called node list, right? We have something called nodes. Earlier we got an output HTML collection by using get element by class name, get elements by tag name. We have HTML collection, but here we are having node list. What is a node and all we will see in the next session, don't bother. But here we have 3 elements, div. Now you can check it. Now I am going with dot block. Then what is the meaning of it? Dot block, it has to find all the elements which contain a class called block. But how many elements are there here? There are 6 elements are there with a class called dot block. Just refresh it. So there are 6 elements. Node list is 6 containing div block. But here section block. So there are a lot of ways are there, guys, to find an element in JavaScript. This is all about DOM, guys. Finding an element. First of all, you have to know how to find an element from the document based on its ID, based on its name, based on its class name, and we have a very good method called query selector, right? By using this, now let me make only paragraph tag here. I'm just want to go with the paragraph tag. So there are 2 paragraph tags are there. We have one more selector called star selector. What is the meaning of star selector? Star represents all elements in the document, right? Let me go and refresh it. You are getting almost all 15 elements in this document. If anybody asks you how many elements are there in this document, the total number of elements in this document, guys, there are 15 elements. Like this we can find it. Some questions will come in interviews also, guys. They will ask us how to find the total number of elements in the document. Simple way. This is a simple way. Dot length. If you can write dot length, then what is going to happen? I will get all the elements, right? Dot length, and refresh the page and you will get all the elements. There are 15 elements in the document. Even you can count manually also, you may get 15 elements, guys, including script also, right? It is okay. I think it will give the script tag also as an element, I think so. Yeah, this is giving script also, guys. Script is also an element, right? This is also an element, belongs to HTML, but in this script we can write JavaScript code, right? Yes, guys, this is how we can find the elements. Now you want to get block. I'm writing dot block, guys. If you can write dot block, then what is going to happen? You will get all the 6 elements now. You will get all the 6 elements here, right? Can you see? I'm getting all the 6 elements, right? You can see now I'm writing something called section section dot block. I am writing. Then what I will get here, right? I will get 3 elements, which, see, the thing is here, this is also query selector. What is the meaning of it? The section element which contain a class called block. This is the meaning of it. You want to get only div, then you can write div dot block. What is the meaning of it? The div elements which contain a class called block. I will get only these div elements right now, and you can repeat the same job, guys. You want to add an attribute, you can write the same for loop, whatever the for loop you written earlier, dot length, and you can add an attribute, you can remove an attribute, write the same story, we can run it, guys. This is query selector, query selector all. What query selector is doing? Query selector method is finding only one element, whereas query selector all is finding all the elements which are matched by the selector, which are matched by the selector you specified here. This is the selector I specified here. Based on this selector, it will select all the elements in the document. But here it will select all the elements or only one element. This method is going for only one element. This method is for all the elements, guys. And the remaining job is as it is, guys. Earlier what you did, how we manipulated this, and you can just go with for loop where I equal to 0, I less than elements dot length. We can directly write it elements dot length length and I plus plus. Right, same story. Set attribute, get attribute, remove attribute, whatever the attributes you want to add, you can write it. Just let me go with console.log. So let us write it as elements dot. So simply you can print it elements of y. Let us check it. Are we getting all the elements or not, right? Can you see we're getting all the elements? Now, same story, but it is giving the difference as node list, NODE node list, that is giving us HTML collection. What is node and all? That's we will see in separate session, guys. We have a separate session to discuss about the node and how to manipulate the nodes, how to remove the nodes, how to add the nodes, and this all we will get in the next session. The same story, guys. Earlier what we did in the examples, we added some attributes, right? If you want to add an attribute to this class attribute you want to add, already we have some class. You want to add some target attribute, you want to add something, some different thing, whatever it may be, same logic will come again here. Here the thing is, here try to understand, guys, how to find DOM elements. So to find the DOM elements, how many methods we have? We have 4 methods, guys. Get element by ID, get element by class name, get elements by tag name, get element by query selector, and query selector all. We have 5 methods are there here to find the DOM elements, right? Nothing but this is nothing but finding DOM elements, guys. Therefore these 4 methods are playing a key role. Based on the situation we have to use it. At what situation you have to use what method and all, you have to understand. If it is only one element manipulation, just go with get element by ID. If you want to manipulate multiple elements at a time, so again you can use the remaining methods, guys. Element by class name, or element by tag name, or element by query selector or query selector all, guys. So this is the finding DOM elements, guys. Very important thing, guys, finding DOM elements. So this is also, we will see HTML object collection, and don't bother about it. We have some lot of properties are there in the DOM as well. We have some methods also, and let us complete those methods and properties, guys. If possible, in tomorrow's session we are going to discuss about the properties in the DOM document, and we have some remaining methods also. Let me get the remaining methods discussion, and once those completed, we will see properties available in DOM document object. This is DOM document object, guys, right? Document object contain collection of properties and a collection of methods. Those methods, and we seen some methods now. We have some methods we seen 5 methods now. We have some other methods also, and some other properties also. These we are going to see in the next session, guys.